Is October continuing to be a buyer's market in Winnipeg? Let's find out on this episode of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast.
You're listening to the Bo Knows Real Estate Podcast. Tips and advice for home buyers, sellers, and owners with award-winning REMAX agent, Bo Kauffmann.
Well, here we are into the last couple of months of 2022, and let's see if the buyer's market continues into the winter, shall we? Hello, I'm Bo Kauffmann, residential real estate agent with REMAX Performance Realty, and your host of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast. A few days ago, Winnipeg REALTORS reported that sales in October were down by 30% compared to last year. This is certainly true. They keep very accurate records. What's different about their report and this one here is that I focus on Winnipeg only, while Winnipeg REALTORS covers the entire southeast quadrant of the province. So this podcast here looks at the stats inside Winnipeg with the addition of Headingley and East St. Paul. It's important to remember that when I say the market, it covers many different segments. Not all segments react or act the same way. For example, $400,000 condos are very different from $400,000 houses. Transcona's housing market will be different than the River Heights market, and a side-by-side in St. James will enjoy a different response from a detached home in Garden City, and so on. My monthly market reports attempt to separate some of these markets along different price ranges, 4 for houses and 2 for condos. But no real estate market report would ever be able to replace individual analysis and advice by a real estate agent. So if you're looking to buy or sell, give me a shout. We'll have a one-to-one. We'll sit down. We can even do this online. Whether you're buying a house or a condo in Winnipeg, call me anytime for a free consultation, like I said, in person or online. But if there's one thing that you should take away from this report, it's this. As you will see by the following numbers, availability of homes is up and sales are down, making this a perfect time to buy. On November 1st, there were 1,220 houses available of all types in Winnipeg. Compare that to 1,336 on October 1st and only 800 in November last year. As for sales, in October we sold 555 houses with another 22 pending, meaning potentially 577 houses were sold. Ironically, that's identical to the 577 sold the previous month, but down significantly from the 756 sold last year. In fact, it's down 24% year over year. Some interesting stats here. The most expensive home sold in Winnipeg in October was in Fort Garry at $2.125 million. And the least expensive was in the core of the North End at $60,000. As far as condos goes, the cheapest, the lowest priced condo was $40,000 in downtown. And the most expensive, again, Fort Garry at exactly $1 million. So let's break down the housing sales along the different price levels. And we'll start with the entry-level homes under $250,000. Homes under $250,000, currently we have 335 houses available, which is nearly the same as the 339 on October 1st. On the other side of the equation, we sold 117 homes in October with another 7 pending, so a potential sales of 124, again about the same as the 121 in September. But compared year over year, they're down significantly from the 155 we sold last year, October. So I find comparing year over year to be more significant and telling than just going month to month. So dropping in sales from 155 last year to 124 this year is noteworthy. Next, let's look at Winnipeg's most active price range, homes between $250,000 and $500,000.
Like the noise of them guys.
Homes between $250,000 and $500,000 on November 1st, we had 495 available, which is down from the 591 the month before. We see a similar, perhaps even more drastic difference in the sales. During October, we sold 326 houses plus 12 pending, so a total potential sales of 338. In September, that was pretty much the same, 339. It's actually almost identical. But a year ago in October, we sold 445. So 445 last year, 338 this year. That's a 25% reduction in sales year over year for the month of October. Again, that makes this a great time to buy. Some people look at these and they go, oh, that's a lot of negativity in the market. No, it's an opportunity to get into it and buy a house or a condo right now. Okay, next let's take a look at some of the higher end homes and how they're faring in this market.
We'll be right back after this short announcement.
This episode of Winnipeg's Real Estate Podcast is sponsored by Mike Schroeder of Mortgage Architects. If you are serious about buying a home, then contacting a mortgage specialist is an important step. Mike can explain your options and let you know exactly what you can afford. This will save you time by making sure you are shopping within your budget. Call Mike Schroeder today at 204-229-3214.
All right, let's look at homes priced between $500,000 and $1 million. And we don't find a huge change in availability month over month. 344 homes available right now is nearly the same number again as it was on October 1st. On the sales side, we sold 110 plus 4 pending, making potentially 114 sales during October. Again, that's nearly identical to the 115 sold in September, but down significantly from October last year when we sold 156 homes in this price range. That's actually 27% fewer. So the picture repeats itself. Availability is up while sales are down. More choices, less competition, make it a great time to buy. And in the super luxury homes, $1 million plus, we currently have 54 homes priced at $1 million plus. This is up from October 1st when we had 48 available. In this price range, in October we sold 11 homes, which is more than the 7 we sold in September. And again, it's more than double what we sold in October last year, which was 5 homes. So in most price ranges below the $1 million, availability is up and sales are down. But the multi-million dollar homes, for some reason, they've really moved in October. So don't wait till spring. Call me right now to help you secure a great deal on your first or next home. Now, when we come back, we're going to check out the condo market in Winnipeg.
Listening to this podcast may cause an increased desire to buy or sell a house or condo in Winnipeg. If you own a home, you may discover a sudden urge to renovate, improve, or repair, and in extreme cases to buy a second property. Side effects include increased knowledge about real estate markets and procedures, and in rare cases, a temptation to phone Bo Kauffmann of REMAX for a free buyer consultation or market evaluation. Missing an episode could be hazardous to your wealth.
Okay, so let's look at the condo market in Winnipeg. On November 1st, we had 377 condos available in all price ranges, which is down from the previous month of 408. And during the month of October, we sold 121 condos with another 10 showing as pending. So a potential sale of 131. That's down from 146 in September, and it's way down from 191 in October last year. Let's see how that breaks down along the price ranges. Condos under $250,000, these are entry-level condos, I call them. We have 216 available, which is about the same as the previous month when we had 220. On the sales side, we've sold 69 units with another 9 showing as pending, so it's a total potential of 78 sold. That's about the same as the 77 the previous month, but again significantly lower than the 105 sold the previous year. Higher priced condos, those over $250,000, we have 161 units for sale, down from 188 in October. But sales have dropped off here as well, with 53 potential sales, that is 52 sold and 1 pending. Those 53 are down from the 71 the previous month, and down even more from the 86 the previous year. So 53 this year, 86 last year. So we see that overall the condo market is reacting similarly to the housing market. Sales are slower, but availability is plentiful. So if you're thinking of buying a condo as your first or next home, or perhaps an investment condo to rent out, call me for a free condo consultation anytime.
And I thought this was gonna be a dull day.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode as much as I've enjoyed creating it, because I really do love it. If you found the information helpful, why not download my free podcasting app? That way you never miss another episode. And I've made it super simple too. Just go to boknows.homes/apps. That's APPS. Available for Apple and Android devices. And finally, please give this podcast a 5-star rating. Again, we've made it super simple. Just go to lovethepodcast.com/BoKnows. Thank you so much for listening. Let's do this again next week.
You've been listening to Bo Kauffmann of REMAX Performance Realty. Are you thinking of buying or selling a house or a condo in Winnipeg? Call Bo at 204-333-2202. Remember, Bo knows real estate.